Hi, Whitney. Thank you so much for what you shared in your post. I thoroughly enjoyed watching your video discussion for this week. I especially appreciated all of the outside resources that you used, especially Neff and McMinn 2020, their book, Embodying Integration. It was one of my favorite texts from a previous class, and as you were going through all that you had said, I just kept thinking about things that I had learned and read in Neff and McMinn's book that I'll talk about later on. But I really appreciated that you talked about the contributing factors to psychopathology whenever you were discussing how the secular world views abnormality. I just talked about the fall in my initial thought, but you talked about contributing factors and you even had references to back that up, which I thought was impressive and I really enjoyed learning about. You and I share the same understanding of why psychopathology exists, which is a result of the fall. So it was cool to be on the same playing field as you, but also to hear your insight into contributing factors. And circling back around, talking about Neff and McMinn's book, their book Embodying Integration was all about how we integrate the spiritual world with the world of psychology. And it was beautiful to see at a certain point in your video when you started talking about people from the Bible and potential disorders they might have had or mental illness that they might have struggled with. And I thought that that was a beautiful way to integrate the two worlds together. It also just reminds me of this prompt. This prompt is integration. In a sense, we were meant to figure out how the secular world views abnormality and how we as Christians view abnormality. And it was cool to see how we kind of integrated it, whether or not we meant to. And lastly, I love at the end when you talked about how our role as future counselors is to walk beside people in life. That again brings me back to Neff and McMinn's 2020, their text, especially one of the first chapters that talk about lamenting and sitting with people in their suffering and the power that that can hold, especially within the counseling setting. So thank you for reminding me of one of my favorite textbooks and for just producing excellent work. So thank you.